every year, and it's not because of me. But y'all last year, y'all rallied, y'all came to the event, y'all built this statue, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So we're going to have a good evening. Django has a good show. And Cleve, our sculptor, is here from Philadelphia. He's going to say a few words, and then Mama Bear's going to say a few words.
Okay, there's a lot of you out there. Okay, thank you all for coming. This has been a true honor to work on this piece, to meet Susan and Chris, and they have, so thank you for the commission. It's been, like I said, it's been fantastic. Thank all of you for your participation in it, and then, as Chris said, last year showing up, and today. So, we have a video or a slideshow in the dance hall that shows the process. This process took about almost 2 years, so you can check that out. A lot of people involved, so let's sneak things on. Everybody here? Okay. I'm a little nervous. Yes, video dance on. Did I say the video dance on? Okay. They want to see the statue, I think. So anyway, Susan and Chris were so dedicated to this, and they put so much of their time and effort talking to me and make sure it looked like them, felt like them, and they did this all for you. So I hope you love it. I'm proud of it. I think they're proud of it, and I hope you enjoy this forever. So thank you.
What a guy. One of my new best friends. He was fantastic. Before I try to set the stage for the unveiling, I cannot go any further without thanking the staff of Luckenbach. There is no way we could have pulled this off without him. No way. Linda, come up here. She runs this thing. Her staff is the most amazing staff that I have ever worked with. There's too many of them for me to name, but you know who you are, all of you, and thank you, thank you. It's because of them that these events have been successful and that this statue is going to be extended. Okay, together again forever. Hondo and Jerry Jeff were together only about 4 years. It's hard to believe. However, in that 4-year time period, there was a lot that happened between those two men, and a friendship formed that was more than special, it was eternal. When they met, Hondo had just bought Luckenbach, and shortly thereafter, Jerry Jeff recorded Viva Talingo in the dance hall. A year later, Jerry Jeff and I were married in the bar here, but Hondo is our best man. There were so many days and nights spent here during that time with Jerry Jeff picking and singing under the trees right here and watching Hondo spin his magic. Chris and I were talking today about how to even describe that magic. And my story I remember is Hondo had a pet tick that was on his leg. It was above where his boot was, so he could pull up his jeans and show that pet tick. He kept that pet tick there for I don't know how long. It got really big. And I think it finally got tired of the bullshit and just fell off. And Hondo would say, well, you know, it's not bothering anybody. And, you know, everybody's got to be somewhere. And then Chris told the story today. Hondo was standing in the door of the bar on the other side by the road. He was standing there whittling, and this car came by, and this guy yelled out and said, "Hey, can you tell me where Luckenbach, Texas is?" And Hondo says, "Yes, sir. You just keep going here, circle around, you'll get to the end, you'll see a road, turn right, then there's a little hill, then right after that, make your next right." And then Hondo stood there for about 3 or 4 minutes and waited for that car to come back when it did. Oh, that man. Hondo actually had a calling card that said Hondo Crouch, Imagineer, authorized distributor. Appropriate. At closing time, Hondo would turn off the lights in the lockup, but not before sneaking out a six-pack or two, where he and JJ would sit on a bench out here behind the bar where they felt hidden from any law enforcement that might drive by on the road. The stories and songs rolled on, and when the beer was gone, Hondo would just go unlock the bar, sneak back in with a flashlight, grab a little bit more, and then he'd come out beaming with how wonderful it was. As the party died down, the excitement did not, as we knew the best was yet to come. Driving on the back roads to Hondo's ranch and looking for the little hill where the coasting record awaited. Hondo would turn off the truck and the lights if there was a Luckenbach moon, and we all leaned forward, practically crawling onto the dash to put that pickup pushed forward enough to pass the rock or tree that was the old coasting record. Just magical. Jerry Jeff, throughout his life, was always drawn to those who knew a bit about magic and lived their lives in search of those moments of wonder. He was able to share these characters with us all by memorializing them in song. Curly and Lil, Stoney, Charlie Dunn, and of course Hondo, to name a few. Hondo and Jerry Jeff helped to light the path for those willing to pay attention to all the magic and wonder we are surrounded by every minute of every day. Of Jerry Jeff's 40 or so albums, only one was entirely dedicated to one man, and that man was Hondo. That album is A Man Must Carry On, and it still speaks to Jerry Jeff's broken heart at his death. As Cleet was working on the sculpture, Chris wanted him to extend the bench so people could sit alongside. Cleet called and said he would like to engrave words on the bench if there was something appropriate. Of course, I looked to Jerry Jeff's words, and sure enough, there in the liner notes to A Man Must Carry On were the perfect words for then and now, and I think applicable to both men. It is with personal pride, quote, it is with personal pride I can say I knew a man whose own sense of security gave him the freedom to enjoy life with its simple, wonderful, everyday magic. Of course, Hondo would never let Jerry Jeff have the last word, so I searched for Hondo's words. There are many great ones, the Luckenbach Moon and his wonderful Peter Seesterstacker writings, which we've displayed some on the back of the bar here tonight. But I wanted words that were personal between the two. It was then that I was drawn to the faded photo that Jerry Jeff kept in his room until he died. A photo Hondo had sent him in the early 70s. There in Luckenbach, and JJ's playing guitar while Hondo picks his nose, totally for the benefit of the photographer. And on it he writes, "Sometimes I think of you too much." Well, that's the story, best I can tell. And it's our hope that this piece of art will convey that message, and I believe Cleet has brilliantly achieved it. Enjoy life with its simple, wonderful, everyday magic. Thank you. Now, I just totally forgot one thing, and that's a thank you to Chris and John Graham. And I'm glad I saved it for the last, because those two, through Jerry Jeff's ordeal, all of these events, you two have been my coat from the cold. And I love you so much. Ta-da! Django, Chris, let's see it!
Scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Scary.
I just Steve, you don't make it look like that. Right here, to the photographers. The real one. That means the hired one. Look at Coach. I'm sure.
Somebody send me this.